Skynet is here in Dead by Daylight, but unfortunately, it is not the kind that any of us were hoping for. You've probably seen YouTubers and streamers complain about the cheating pandemic Dead by Daylight is facing. These cheaters have a new tool in their arsenal, AI cheater bots. That's right, cheaters now have a fully functioning AI bot that plays the game for them. Before any of you observant viewers check your calendars, no, this is not an April Fool's joke. This is real life. Sit back down and listen to what I've got to say to you. Okay, sorry, that was a little bit aggressive from me. I'm all hyped up on coffee right now, but I really wanted to get across to you that this is not an April Fool's joke. This is a real thing. There are really AI cheater bots rampaging their way through Dead by Daylight right now. I have to show you what they do. What I'm showing you right here is a cheater AI bot playing Spirit. It stacked the perk Strider on itself about 20 times so it can hear survivors from super far away, which allows it to find this meg. And then also using cheats, it's able to equip Bond and Empathy to find other survivors like this Claudette, which it can also track using its Strider. It then has power recovery add-ons and movement speed add-ons stacked on top of each other so it can phase walk super quick and instantly to down survivors at will. It's a literal Terminator. If you've played Dead by Daylight's tutorial before, you're familiar with the Trapper bot AI. Behavior added this AI to give new players a taste of Dead by Daylight so they knew what to do when they got into their first game. But this AI is not very good. It's very easy to loop this bot. It's very easy to spin this bot. You can really meme on it. It doesn't know what it's doing. But cheaters recently have accessed Dead by Daylight's backend, and they've discovered that Behavior are working on AI for every killer in Dead by Daylight that knows how to play the game, as well as how to use each different killer's power correctly. These bots are fully capable of finding a survivor, tracking them, then downing them, hooking them, proxy camping them to prevent an unhook, and then if the unhook does happen, tunneling the survivor that was recently unhooked so they can progress the game towards a 4K quicker. And this isn't even something that the cheaters have created. They are accessing AI that Behavior have put in the game and using it to terrorize lobbies with their cheater bots who play the game on automation without any human control. You may be wondering how all of this works. Well, to answer that question, we need to look at Dead by Daylight Mobile, which already has an AI in the game that takes over any character that disconnects from a game. Whether that be a survivor or a killer, the AI needs to know how to play the game and progress the goals. And if they're playing killer, they need to understand how to control generators, how to find survivors, and how to down them quickly. What it looks like is Behavior are also creating an AI that does the same thing in their main game. They just haven't implemented it yet. However, cheaters have accessed this AI from Behavior's backend by stacking the perk Strider on top of itself 20 times. This AI is now able to track a survivor perfectly from far away, making it an absolute monster at high MMR. The bot hears or sees a survivor in the distance. It goes towards that location. It uses sound again to find the survivor, and then the AI takes over, chasing and using the power correctly to down the survivor and kill them. And if the cheater wants to be really mean, they can equip the survivor perks Bond and Empathy onto their AI bot, allowing that bot to see the survivors anywhere on the map, turning this cheater AI bot into an absolute Terminator that will not stop until all survivors are dead. This is so unfair for the survivors that are going against this. They have absolutely zero chance to counter what this AI is doing because it can see where everyone is using Bond and Empathy.
That is so scary.
So they can't hide, they can't run, the bot will catch them. This AI here is undefeated at high MMR because it's using Bond and Empathy. It's stacking 40 plus different perks onto it and stacking add-ons as well, so the power is super fast and has instant cooldown. So when you pair all these things together, the survivors never stood a chance because the AI has literally got everything at its disposal to make sure it can kill the survivors. All this while the person who operates the bot is able to chill in a Twitch chat and type to their viewers who are also enjoying the show that these bots provide. And as a failsafe in case anything goes wrong with this AI cheater bot, for example, sometimes it gets stuck walking into a wall and it can't quite navigate out of the area it's stuck in, the bot operator has an ability to just end the game instantly. They can flick a switch and then all of a sudden, every survivor gets downed and the killer teleports to the survivor, hooks them, ending the game at will. Meaning even if the AI fails to kill all the survivors, the operator can just make sure that the survivors do not escape in that game. It's insane. I mean, this is both terrifying and amazing at the same time. Agents that play the game for you. What an incredible progression in Dead by Daylight, and an absolute scary thing because this can be used to abuse so many different things. I mean, if you look at this through a completely positive and altruistic lens, these bots are helping Behavior by placing more killers into the game and making sure that lobbies are cycling cycling quicker. But let's be real, humans are never that selfless, and this can be absolutely used in many malicious ways that as a content creator are absolutely terrifying. Someone could create a system that allows hundreds of these bots to play at once, and they could use this system to DDoS Dead by Daylight servers, preventing content creators from playing the game if they want to, or they can use their cheat engine stream sniping software, which allows them to select a player that they want to load into the lobby of, and then use their AI bot to 24/7 target and harass this individual, preventing them from having any fun in Dead by Daylight. Can you imagine your favorite YouTuber or streamer continuously getting stream sniped by this Terminator machine? It would be awful, and they wouldn't want to play Dead by Daylight anymore until Behavior fixed this issue. And before the killer mains watching this video laugh how it's terrorizing survivors, you're not safe either. This AI can play Survivor as well. It might not be the best looper, it's no noob 3, but it can stack add-ons on toolboxes to do generators extremely quickly, loop the killer for a period of time, even DS the killer if it gets tunneled, and go and open exit gates to escape. If you've ever played killer at high MMR, this AI Survivor is an absolute nightmare to play versus because it does its best to hide from the killer at all times, does generators extremely quickly, quicker than a normal survivor can do, and then escapes at the first opportunity it has. So if the AI plays well, you will never see this AI survivor in your game. It will get all the generators done and escape before you know it. And just to reiterate, this is an AI playing the game. This is not a human abusing a cheat engine, which means at any point, someone can create a system that floods the game with hundreds of these AI cheater bots, absolutely ruining any games these bots get into. Now, there is a little bit of hope for the Dead by Daylight community, since these cheater AI bots use Behavior's backend servers to access an AI that Behavior created for the game in the future. There is a possibility that Behavior can shut down access to this AI code and prevent the cheaters from abusing it further. The only issue is that Behavior are clearly working on this AI for a reason. Perhaps they want to make it so whenever someone disconnects from a game, the AI takes over so that everyone can continue playing as if nothing has happened. So that will mean that Behavior will have to figure out a solution of how to have that AI exist in their game without giving cheaters access to it, or scrap that idea completely, which is something the community really wants to be added to the game. And furthermore, the cheaters are already using this AI code they've discovered to try and create their own version of this AI, so that when eventually Behavior does shut down access, they still have a cheater bot that can play the game for them in the future. And chances are, whatever these cheaters create is going to be 10 times meaner than what they can currently achieve using Behavior's AI system. So there you have it. Literal Terminators are coming to your Dead by Daylight lobbies soon to terrorize the living crap out of anyone that gets in its way. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear. And it absolutely will not stop ever until you are dead. This video, whilst it showcases amazing AI tech, was a little bit of a downer, wasn't it? So why don't you click on this video here, where I play with Aaron, Fubs, and Super Ralph. We abuse some boon totems and have a really good time. You'll laugh, I guarantee it.